Good morning, students. This is SHAFI from Don Bosco PU College, Chitradurga. Welcome back to the maths class. In our previous class, we learned about working rule for drawing the graph of linear inequality in two variables. Also, we solved one question, right? In this class, we are going to solve some other questions. Here we have one inequality. Solve 3x plus 2y less than 6 graphically. We have to solve 3x plus 2y less than 6 graphically. You just recall the steps of drawing the graph of linear inequality in two variables. What is the first step? Whatever the inequality is given, we have to consider it as equal. Let us consider 3x plus 2y equals to 6. Whatever the inequality is given, we have to consider that as equal. Second step is what? Put x equals to 0. Put x equals to 0, then what we will get? Then we have to find the value, then we have to find a. If x equals to 0, then what the value of y? You just put in place of x 0, then what we will get? If we put 0 in place of x, 3 into 0 is 0. 0 plus 2y equals to 6. Okay. Then 3 into 0 plus 2y equals to 6. Right? In place of x, I substituted with 0. 3 into 0 plus 2y equals to 6. 3 into 0 is 0. 2y equals to 6. Then 2y equals to 6. Y equals to 6 by 2. Then 2 ones are 2 threes are. Therefore, y equals to 3. If x equals to 0, then y value is what? 3. Therefore, the vertex A is what? X comma y. X is 0, y is 3. 0 comma 3. Next, similarly, put y equals to 0. Then put y equals to 0. Then in place of y, you just substitute with 0. Then what we will get? 3 into x, 3x plus 2 into 0. 2 into 0 equals to 6. 3x, 2 into 0 is 0. 3x equals to 6. Therefore, 3 ones are 3 twos are x equals to 2. Then, therefore, b equals to b will be x comma y. X value is 2, y value is 0. It is the second step. First step is what? Whatever the inequality is given, we have to consider it as equal. Less than is given, we have to consider equal. Second step, we have to put x 0, then we will get a. Next, y 0, then we will get b. Next, we have to put 0 comma 0. Next step is what? Put 0 comma 0 in the given inequality, given question, I mean the given inequality 3x plus 2y less than 6. Put 0 comma 0 in 3x plus 2y is less than 6. Then what we will get? 0 is less than 6. It says that 6 is more than 0. It says that 6 is more than 0. It is true or false? It is true. It says that 6 is more than 0, therefore it is true. So these are the three steps. Next, we have to draw its graph. Take x and y axis. It is x and it is y. It is origin. Next, x value, x maximum will be 2 only. Then 1, 2, 3. Take the values on y-axis 1, 2, 3. By using the points A, draw the lines. First point, I mean the first vertex A, 0, 3, x 0, y 3. X 0, y 3. X 0, y value is 3. Here it will be the point A. X 0, y 3. X 0, y 3. Next. Now let us move on to the B. x2, y0. x2, y0. it is x2 y0. Now join these 2 points by the dotted line, because I already told you in the last class itself that if the inequality is given like less than, if the inequality is given like less than or greater than, then we have to draw the line by dotted line only. Dotted line, we have to draw by dotted line. We are going to use the thick line when the inequality is given less than or equal or greater than or equal, right? In the given inequality he given that less than, so that we have to draw its line by dotted line. Otherwise we have to draw thick line. Understood? Now one more thing, here you just observe the inequality is given true. The inequality is given true. If the value is true, if it is true, then we have to shade towards the origin. Here we have the origin. If it is true, if it gives true, then we have to shade towards the origin. Okay, towards the origin, like this. We have to shade towards the origin. You just go through the working rule of the previous class, then you came to know the steps of solving the inequality graphically. So it is the representation of a inequality graphically. Understand? Kindly take a screenshot or pause the video. You just copy to your notes. While drawing the graph, kindly use pencil with scale. Kindly do not draw this graph by pen. Use the pencil and scale. Representation should be very clear and clean. Now let us move on to the next inequality. Here we have one more question. Solve 3y minus 5x less than 30 graphically. We have to solve this inequality graphically. First step of solving the inequality is what? Whatever the inequality is given, we have to consider it as equal. Consider 3y minus 5x equals to 30. 3y minus 5x equals to 30. Second step is what? Put x equals to 0. Put x equals to 0. Then if x value is 0, then 3y minus 5 into 0 equals to 30. 5 into 0 is 0. Then 3y equals to 30. Then y equals to 30 by 3 is 10. Therefore, the point A will be x comma y, that is 0 comma 10. Understand? Similarly, put y equals to 0. Put y equals to 0. Then in place of y, you just put 0. Then 3 into 0 minus 5x equals to 30. These are the steps, very simple. Kindly do not confuse. You just go to the previous class. You just understand the concept of working rule for drawing the graph of linear inequality in two variables. Then only you came to know how to draw the graph of the inequality. 3 into 0 is 0, minus 5x equals to 30. Then x equals to minus 6. 30 divided by minus 5 is how much? Minus 6. Now the point B will be x comma y, minus 6 comma 0, minus 6 0, like this. A is what? 0 comma 10. B is what? Minus 6 comma 0. That means in the graph we have to take negative x axis also, negative x and negative y also we have to take. Next step is what? We have to put 0 comma 0 in the given inequality. Given inequality is what? Given inequality, that is the given question, 3y minus 5x less than 30. In 3y minus 5x is less than 30. Therefore 0 is less than 30. 0 less than 30. 30 is more than 0. 30 is more than 0. Is this true or false? 30 is more than 0. True or false? Yes, it is true. It is true. Next, draw the graph. You just see the points 0, 10, minus 6, 0 we have. Here we found the value minus 6. I mean negative values also there. So that we have to consider, we have to draw this inequality on negative and positive y-axis also. Let us take xy plane. Let us take x-axis, y-axis, including negative x-axis along with positive x-axis. Kindly use pencil and scale. It is 0, it is x-axis, and it is positive y-axis. It is negative y-axis, it is negative x-axis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and so on. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6 and so on. Next, take the values on negative y-axis. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6. Take the values on positive y-axis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now here we have the point A, 0, 10, x0, y10, x0, y10, x0, y10. Yes, here we have the x, how much maximum value is 10, so that you just take up to 10. You just take up to 10, 7, 8, 9, 10. 7, 8, 9, 10. It is what? Positive axis. X value is x0, y10, x0, y10. Mark here. Next, you just come to the B, x minus 6, y0, x minus 6, y0. It is the point B and it is what? A. Okay, join this 2 points by the dotted line, because in the given inequality that he given less than only. For less than or greater than, we have to draw the line by dotted line only. Dotted line we have to draw by the dotted line only. Draw this line by dotted line. Okay, like this. Kindly do not confuse. Next, here the inequality is given. Here the inequality is true. Here the inequality is true. If it is true, we have to shade towards the origin. Here it is the origin. If it is true, we have to shade towards the origin. Towards the origin. Like this, we have to shade towards the origin. Kindly shade towards the origin. It is the procedure of solving the inequality graphically. Understand? Yes. Kindly take a screenshot or pause the video. You just note down in your notebook. For next class onwards, kindly purchase a booklet of graph sheets. That graph sheets should be minimum of 10 graph sheets should be there. Next, let us move on to the next question. Now let us move on to the next question. That question will be homework for you. Fifth one, that is homework for you. 2x minus 3y, solve 2x minus 3y is greater than 6 graphically. It is the question homework for you. Here also minus is there, maybe there will be negative values also will be found. Next question, solve 2x plus y is greater than or equal to 6 graphically. You just observe the question. In this question we have greater than or equal. That means we have to draw the line by the thick line. It is what? Greater than only. It is what? Greater than. So that we have to draw the line by the dotted line. If it is greater than or equal or less than or equal, we have to draw the line by thick line. Okay, we will follow the same steps. Whatever the inequality is given, we have to consider it as equal. Consider 2x plus y equals to 6. 2x plus y equals to 6. Second step is what? Put x equals to 0. Then put x equals to 0. Then you just substitute in place of x 0 with 0. Then what we will get? 2 into 0 is 0. 0 plus y is y. Y equals to 6. Then y equals to 6. Therefore a will be x comma y, right? 0 comma 6. 0 comma 6. Next, similarly put y equals to 0. Y equals to 0. Then if we put 0 in place of this, what we will get? 2x plus 0 is 2x. 2x equals to 6. Then x equals to 3. If you want to simplify, you can simplify. That simplification part will be little bit lengthy, so that I am avoiding that simplification. If you want to make, you can make it simplification. In our previous problems I done along with the simplification. In this problem onwards, I am not going to do the simplification part. If you want to simplify, you can simplify. If we simplify, that simplification part will be very lengthy, so that I am avoiding that simplification. If you want, you can make it. Okay, here the point B, x comma y, x 3, y 0, right? Understood? 0 comma 6, 3 comma 0, 3 comma 0. Next step is what? We have to put 0 comma 0 in the given inequality. In the given inequality is what? 2x plus y. In the given inequality, 2x plus y is greater than or equal to 6. 0 is greater than or equal to 6. 0 is greater than or equal to 6. It says that 0 is more than 6. 0 is more than 6. Is this true? 0 is more than 6. Is this true? No, it is not true. That is what? False. Right? If it is false, we have to shade apart from the origin. Except origin, we have to shade the region. Okay, here in this we don't have negative, so that I am taking x y axis, positive x and positive y axis. Kindly use the scale with pencil. It is x axis, positive x axis, and it is positive y axis. It is what? 0. X maximum is 0, 3 maximum is 3, y maximum is 6. Let us take the values up to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take the values on y axis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If x is 0, then y is 6. X is 0, y 6. X 0, y 6. It is what? A. X 0, y 6. Next, x 3, y 0. X 3, y 0. x3 y0. That is what x3. It is the point B. Here the inequality is given that greater than or equal. Here the inequality is given that greater than or equal. So that draw the line by thick line. Kindly draw the line by the thick line. Thick line. That line should be very clear. Okay. Inequality is given greater than or equal, so that we have to draw that line by the thick line. It is a thick line. Next, here it is what? False. If the result is false, if it is false, we have to shade apart from the origin. Apart from the origin. If we shade here, then it will be what? Towards the origin. If we shade here, then it will be towards the origin. Here the result is false, so that we have to shade apart from the origin. Apart from the origin. Shade, you just shade like this. You just shade like this. That shading should not cross this line. That shading should not cross this line. Remember, that shading should not cross this line. It is the representation of the graph of the inequality 2x plus y is greater than or equal to 6. Are you understand? Kindly take a screenshot or pause the video, then you can note down in your notebook. Kindly learn properly that drawing the graph of the inequalities. Drawing the graph of the inequalities are very important for 5 marks. 5 marks question will be 5 marks question we will discuss in the next class. Based on this question, let us take one homework problem. Solve. It is the question homework. Solve. 3x plus 4y is less than or equals to 12. 3x plus 4y is less than or equals to 12 graphically. Graphically. If you want, I will give hint for this problem. The point A will be, if x is 0, then y will be 3. And if the point B will be, if we put 0, then 4. X will be 4. And also as it is 0 less than or equals to 12. 12 is more than 0 as it is true. We have to shade towards the origin. Inequality is given that less than or equal. Inequality is given that less than or equal. Therefore, we have to draw the line by the thick line. We have to draw the line by the thick line. Are you understand? It is a question homework for you. So maximum 50% of this problem I have solved. The remaining thing you solve it. The remaining thing is only the graph. A point we have, B point we have. Yes, it is true. 3 things we know. Next, we have to draw the graph, that much. Are you understand? Similarly, kindly take one more question for homework. 8th question. (4x plus 3y is greater than or equals to 12 graphically. Solve it. It is also the question homework for you. Okay, dear students, I hope everything is understand. I think everything is understood. It is the class for today. In the next class, we will continue with the same problems. Thank you.